you guys last week. I'll never do another Kalkwasser video again. Look at my view count. I think I'm starting to take it personal, guys. That's not good. Maybe it's the weather. People went outside. They weren't watching videos. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why. And anyway, I have to show you the intro again. Only half the people that normally watch saw it, and then you might skip over it and not see it. So here it is. Here's my intro from 3 Ways video of last Sunday.
T-minus 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, new viewers, let me show you the studio. Okay, here's the 10-gallon Peninsula. And over here we have the 6-gallon Tall. Guys, I took off the Possilapora. It was just annoying me. And I put it in the 3-gallon PICO in the back there. And down here is the 20-gallon mixed Reef. Alright, most of you guys know the routine. Water Change Wednesday, new viewers, is question and answer. You ask me a question out in the comments section below the video. I answer it there and I try to answer it here. And then I say, Water Change Wednesday. First question. These are not rehearsed. Here we go. I usually go 1 week back. Oh man. I don't think I got to this one last week. My memory is not what it used to be, but I think we're okay with this. Cody asks. He lists all that he has. His problem is this. Started to keep a reef 3 months ago. He's having difficulty keeping hermit crabs, snails, and even says shrimp alive. So we had a little back and forth. He said everything else is doing good. He's tested, everything's perfect. But he said he can't seem to keep them alive. And I've had that happen to me. A lot of times when we get stuff delivered, or even if it's from your local fish store, you have to really acclimate hermits and snails really slow. Like I usually recommend an hour of drip, especially if they've come via online vendors. You know, they've traveled a lot, and in the winter they're usually freezing cold. I measured the temperature one time when I ordered snails online and it was down to like 60 degrees in there. So you have to very slowly acclimate them to temperature and drip acclimate. He did mention his acclimation probably wasn't as good as it should have been, so that could be anything. He could have maybe dropped them right in there, or maybe a couple things of water, whatever. So that's what I would recommend. If everything else looks good, then try as a first step, slow your acclimation down. Drip acclimation 1 hour. I know how hard it is to get up for these videos, guys, when you don't feel like it. So you'd never know. This is all in the same day. Watch for the next question. Vadim asked if I know Joey, King of Do-It-Yourself. Like, who doesn't know about that guy? 1.4 million subscribers. You know, if we could all reach that pinnacle. I don't watch all his videos, but every once in a while I'm just like blown away by how many subscribers he has. So the first thing that I do when I see somebody that has a high subscriber amount, I go out and see like, well, what's their secret? And I think the secret is time, guys, longevity. A lot of the guys who have over like 20, 30, 40, 50,000 subscribers have been doing it for 10 or 15 years. The only guy that hasn't is that sea-friendly reef guy. He was only doing it for like a year or so, but he goes around Europe. He takes video of these beautiful aquariums, and I know you guys love seeing those. Like, I can only take about 10 seconds of looking at a tank, and then I'm done. I don't care how beautiful the tank is, I'm like about 10 or 20 seconds. That's about all I can handle, and then I go to watch another video. I did want to come back to last week's video, guys. It's 800 and something. I'm going, what's going on? You know, I was doing so good, over 1,500 over a week period. I'm going, yeah, that's awesome. And then, boom, just stopped. So I can't figure it out. They say you can't figure the algorithm out, guys. I got to be honest, you know, I'm getting a little greedy for subscribers now. You know, it kind of gets you going when you get over 1,000, and you know, you want to go higher, you want to reach more people. It's kind of just a challenge for me. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm not going to do anything on Kalkwasser again. You can ask me questions, but I'm not doing another video on it. Ask me what scraper I use on my glass. That was like the first time, and it was a good question because I like razor blade scrapers on glass, and this one was just an Amazon. It's called MIGU Company, or M-I-G-U-C-O. Amazon, 17 bucks. The little top part screws in. You can get an extra long piece for the 6-gallon tall. Let me show you. Here, this is the long one. See, and I put this, here's the long one. I put this on here to clean, you know, algae off and hard to get spots. But here's the long one. See, these come off, and then the blade goes on. It's great. And then I have the smaller one. He probably saw this in reef jumping.
Get the babysitter paid and don't go home now.
I leapt off the cabinet. So this is for the smaller tanks. Oh, this is my skimmer pump. All right, so that's that one. All right, next question. There's certain things you guys love to see, and there's certain things you're not interested in at all. So my goal as a content creator is to find the things that you're really interested in. You know, my bro wants me to go vlog, you know, and start showing more of my personal life. And I told him this is what I said. I said, Carl, I think the reefing community, at least the people that are watching me, they just want to know about reef stuff. You know, they don't want to know so much. Like, if I came on and didn't talk about reefing, I'd probably like lose subscribers. I don't know. All right, let's get to a reef question now. I got a couple on Mandarin fish. Christopher and it looks like Rickson 2000, both right in a row asked about Mandarin fish. If you want to be successful with Mandarin fish, in my humble opinion, you have to get an aquacultured Mandarin. That means it's been raised in the tank and it's eating, whether it's pellet food or frozen food, it's eating non-live pods. You can keep them alive with pods, but then you know, they say you grow them in your refugium and yes, you can if you have an old tank and you have lots of pods all over the place. You could probably keep one alive. But in nano reefs, under like 30 gallons, you need to be able to feed it. Biota Marine is a distributor. They're from Biota Palau. And they distribute into the U.S. They start them out there, and then when they get big enough, they ship them into the U.S. And I know certain vendors in the U.S. carry those. Here's a nice one, just to boost my ego a little bit. Where is it now? Lewis says, wow, hidden gem of a channel. That's great, Lewis. You know, Lewis, I'm glad that you thought of that, because I feel that my channel's a hidden gem too. Like, Come on, where is everybody? That's what I said. Remember, guys, way back when I went on my rant about only half the people watch my videos? I think my subscriber base at that time was like 300 or 400 or 500. I don't remember, but that was a long time ago. So I am getting a little greedy with subscribers and whatever. I mean, you know, if you like, whatever. But thanks, Lewis. I'm glad you found me. Here we go. Education, Science, Travel, and Food asks, what type of reef tank is the 6-gallon tall? That's an easy one. It was made from monitor shelves or computer monitor stands. They were 24 inches high and 8 inches wide. And I thought, you know what? Why go through a whole cutting process or getting glass like I do at, what's his name now? See? Jesus, can't remember his name. Johnny D, for God's sake. Hey, there you are. See what's wrong with my brain sometimes? Johnny D's glass. Instead of doing all that, getting him to cut it and all that, I just found these at, I think they were on Wayfair or, no, where were they? Let's see. One of the online vendors. And I just glued them together. That's all. Oh, by the way, somebody left me a comment and said, look, initially I had the title was German Method, and I changed it after the video went out. I said, I don't know German. I didn't want to do the German method. So somebody responded and said, if you're going to say Kalkwasser, say it with the Kalkwasser with the V, Kalkwasser. But I couldn't keep saying that through the whole video. Frank said it. Please pronounce the W as a V sound. All right, Frank. Kalkwasser. How's that? I want to just point out too, those are only 3 methods. There's a lot of other methods. You know, you can dose with a dosing pump. Somebody here mentioned Algae Warrior. I don't even know how to say this. Kamor pump. Maybe that's a dosing pump. Kamoer. Maybe it's a dosing pump. Then you don't have to worry about evaporation, but that dosing pump probably has to run a lot because it's just dripping it in 1 drop at a time. You still have to mix up all the Kalkwasser, remove the clear liquid from the top and the whole routine. But there's other ways of doing it, not just the 3 I showed you. But you know what? It really doesn't matter because no one was interested in it except 800 people. Aussie D said, very cool intro. Well, you guys saw that. It was a cool intro and nobody got to see it. So I hope the view count is a little higher and some of you guys got to see my blast off. Steve, I'm not going to mention anything except thanks for all the compliments. I appreciate that. You really recognize, I mean, that statement where you said you're cold open. All right, I'll tell you a little bit about it. Cold open is what I did with that intro.
T-minus 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Last video. That's a cold open where it starts black and then you come into the video, you know, you're not just right into it. So anyway, he mentioned that. So thanks a lot, Steve. Adam's thinking about keeping a 5-gallon long. He wants to know if a pajama cardinal and a yellow coral goby. The yellow coral goby is that tiny one that I had, and the pajama cardinal is what I have in there now. And I told him, yeah, give it a try. The pajama cardinal is very docile by himself now, but he was when he was in there with the other 2. He never bothered anybody. He was always off to himself, kind of a recluse. And the yellow goby, clown goby you can call it, they're really tiny. They don't bother anybody either, so that might be a good combination. But you know what, guys, I got to make a statement about fish. You just never know. I don't care how they tell you, yeah, they're so compatible. There always comes a time that what you hear with fish and you put them in and they're supposed to be great and they're not. So guys, I'm exhausted on that one. So that has to do it for today. So anyway, you die-hard fans that keep watching me every week, I see who you are on there. But anyway, I know who you guys are. Let's see if we can get this channel going a little bit more, you know? Like, I don't know how it's going to grow. I'm doing the best I can. That's all I can say. All right? So you come up with some good ideas. Start sharing the videos or something. I don't know. Promote. Do something if you want. I don't know. Anyway, have a great rest of the day. I'm glad you got to watch this video. New viewers, you know what to do. New viewers, you know what to do at this point. If you're this far, you know what to do. All right? All right. See you on the next one. See you Sunday. Take care now.